You remember when Microsoft paid Ninja, the biggest streamer in the world by a wide margin, tens of millions of dollars to leave Twitch and stream exclusively on Mixer? That was just 2 years ago. I can't tell if this was 5 years ago or 10 years ago. There was a trend of t-shirts that were just some names. It would be like Prunky and Glue and Micmac and Swench. And you don't know those names, but you're not curious. You've seen 50 other versions of this shirt. It's never cool. You're never like, I wish I knew what those names were. But you get the impression the person wearing the shirt is like proud of it. You can smell it. You can smell that they're like, if you know, you know. But even if you do, even if you're just like, yes, I do, actually, I know those are like, they're like Deep Space Nine captains, but like, I don't care. What do you want? You want me to point and say, I get your shirt? What are you wearing this for? What's the point of your shirt? Earlier this week, I saw a tweet promoting some PlayStation shirts. These. You can play along at home. What are all these? What are all of them? Is this two different people from Days Gone? While these shirts are definitely more aesthetically interesting than the four names, they do contain art of some sort. I feel like fundamentally they serve the same purpose, which is, I know what these things are. Do you? I want you, my shirt observer, to stare at my shirt and acknowledge these brands. I'm attaching myself to these PlayStation brands. Last weekend, the general public got their first hands-on with Halo Infinite, finally, through a multiplayer technical preview. I didn't play it. Today, I would like to talk about Halo as a brand. I mean, you see the title of this video. Today, we're doing the franchise score for Halo. Unlike when we did it for Mortal Kombat, this will be more of a general discussion as opposed to just like breaking things down. Halo's tough for me to peg down. Halo is weird as a franchise because it's not number one Big Daddy anymore. It used to be. It used to be the biggest video game Microsoft owned. It used to be the most played, at least console online game, week by week by week. Just consistently, it was always Halo. It's not anymore. It's Microsoft's biggest video game is Minecraft. No question. Forza might be number two. I don't know, Sea of Thieves is up there. Halo is not number one. I mean, Halo 1, 2, and 3 are legendary video games. And then from there, varying degrees of non-legendary games have come out. We're not talking about a franchise on the rise here. Yet, Halo remains important to Microsoft, important to Xbox. Halo can't, throughout its history, like Halo can't just be a game. You know what I mean? It has to be more than that. It has to carry more. It's got to carry Xbox Live. It's got to carry Game Pass. It's got to carry Xbox. It's like Master Chief is a symbol for video games somehow. But look who's in the middle right here. We all know who's number one. Maybe not number one in revenue. Maybe not number one on the charts. But we all know who's number one. They know. We know. They know an image of Master Chief still evokes something. It's just like some sort of prideful nostalgia. Look at this image with me. This was tweeted earlier this summer to promote Microsoft's acquisition of ZeniMax. This is weird, right? Who are these people? Some of them, okay, I know. Some of them are from Wolfenstein. Sure. Some of them are probably from Dishonored. Okay, but who are you though? Who are you? You could say they're famous. They're not. And what I'm saying is, this doesn't work without Master Chief. Pretend there's no Halo. This is 8 humans and 2 cartoon characters. Having a little Norman Rockwell turkey. This doesn't work without him. The presence of Master Chief makes this a moment. That's how you get all those retweets, baby. That's how you get all those likes. Thinking about that tweet also made me think about this image. This was when they officially announced that Microsoft would be acquiring ZeniMax. Obviously, the intent of this image is to feel the scale of this. All of these franchises in one spot. And I think even here, Master Chief stands out. And I mean, you're looking at it too. What are your eyes drawn to? I think Doom Guy looks good. reluctantly, you know how I feel about Vault Boy, but I know we're all looking at him. It's weird they got a character from Minecraft Dungeons instead of regular Minecraft. Again, Minecraft is the biggest one here. Easily the biggest of any of these franchises. Minecraft should be in the middle, but it's weird. Minecraft doesn't belong in that announcement as much. Minecraft does not sell Xbox Series, right? Minecraft doesn't sell Game Pass, at least as much as these other games do. And the car and the plane, they represent games that are much better than Halo is right now, but you can't put those in the middle. They can't carve a turkey. Those Bethesda faces are cool. Halo is cool. Halo's the brand, man. This announcement is for adults who want to pay for Game Pass. You can feel cool still liking Halo. You could put Halo on a shirt and an adult could wear it. Minecraft? No. Bro, I'm not wearing a fucking Steve shirt. I'm trying to fuck tonight. I'm not fucking wearing. Get the fuck. I can't set that down without also showing this image from Sony's announcement that they acquired Housemarque. I mean, this is just a tasty point of comparison. How could you not? To be fair, I should state this isn't like here's all our icons. This is actually just each of Sony's 13 studios at the time has their own slit represented here, which is why a Blood and Truth guy is there and a little boy from Concrete Genie instead of Spider-Man or Nathan Drake or Dark Beast Parle. Which is fair. Okay. But how could you not compare the two? How could you not look at these two things at the same time? Some of these PlayStation slits are certified greats. I mean, God of War, it's ridiculous. However, I do think that Master Chief still stands out. I do feel like Master Chief, among both of these images, might be the strongest icon. And I realize I might be completely off about that. I might not, that might be my finger like way off the pulse. Only Epic knows. Really, like I'd be curious. Who sold more? Master Chief, Aloy, or Kratos? Actually, okay, I'm gonna guess that Kratos probably sold the most of those three. But at the same time, I don't think Fortnite is Halo's crowd. I don't see Halo shooting for the Fortnite crowd. Halo in 2021 to me seems to be catered to like competitive millennials who have ankle tattoos and backyards. Just that kind of person. I feel like Halo Infinite is designed specifically for people who love Halo and doesn't seem to be worried about other people who don't. And I think that might be right. I mean, we know what they're doing with that title. We get what Halo Infinite is. We would not be surprised if Halo Infinite has more than one campaign. What I get the impression of is, in this era of subscription services, that the goal isn't anymore, it's not that you need just the broadest audience to kind of like your thing, but they could ultimately live without it. It's to get, if you can get this niche audience who loves your thing to death, I think that's what everybody's targeting right now. And I realized that I did say a stupid thing there. Halo is not niche. The difference isn't this to this. But it isn't, I don't expect Halo Infinite to have to compete with Call of Duty. I don't expect it to have to compete with Battlefield this year. And yeah, the metrics are going to be weird anyway now. It's Game Pass time, dude. And Game Pass just needs Master Chief to be an icon. We have Master Chief. Let's count the icons of Halo. Number 1, Master Chief. Bing. Easy. I'm not going to number these. The Spartans in general, I think, get their own icon slot. Look at this image here. There's no Master Chief here, but we know it's Halo. Those are icons. And I know you can say, what about Locke? What about Noble Team? The guy with the skull on his mask. Unfortunately, no particular Spartan reaches the threshold of iconic status. Sadly, the Arbiter has been too mistreated over the years, has lost iconic status. There's Cortana, who is essentially the love interest of the Halo fan base. She's a mid-level icon. She is instantly recognizable. She is essential to every plot. However, she never appears on the Mountain Dew cans. Cortana she's the icon that everyone hides in the cupboard. As for enemies, I think you could definitely say grunts and elites are icons. You know, they have the video game rule of silhouettes. You know those silhouettes. The other ones, bleh. Really though, I think something missing from Halo as a franchise is an iconic villain, this overarching villain. Someone who goes toe to toe with your hero. Someone you love to hate, and secretly you wish that person's good. Secretly you want them to kiss your hero on the lips in their final moments. This guy's not it. The Halo Infinite guy, you're not an icon and we can already tell. You're a one and done, Buster. The titular Halo is iconic. I think some weapons are iconic. Like Needler is a Halo thing, no question. Energy Sword, they've got some iconic weapons. Maps, Blood Gulch. Are you kidding me? And that's an icon. Zanzibar is iconic. The guy who says double kill is absolutely iconic. So all of that together, Halo has 14 total icons, which seems pretty good. Okay, and so with all of that determined, I should now be able to calculate the franchise score for Halo. Once again, this will be a numerical value between 0 and 100. 0 being something like Balan Wonderworld, 100 being something like Big Butts. Crunching the numbers now. Stand by. The Halo franchise score is... Say again. 80. I think it'll go up with the release of Halo Infinite, but I mean, we still don't know. That still has no release date. So I think for now, considering where Halo is right now, I think that's fair. Like, it's a little harsh. How is Halo worse than Mortal Kombat? Okay, when the Halo TV show, the Paramount Plus exclusive series comes out, we're gonna have to compare that to Mortal Kombat, the movie. No, you know what we're actually gonna compare it to? Is the HBO Last of Us. Oh my gosh, you know it. You know, those are gonna come out like, they're gonna come out around the same time, right? And then it'll be, I don't want to read one opinion comparing those two things. How can I mute every single word from that sentence in particular from the internet? Would be a goal for me. Anyway, that's it for Delayed Input this week. I will be back next Thursday with more. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching. Have you ever recommended a TV show to a friend who is not interested in the show, but you know if they gave it a shot, they would like it, and then they finally agree to it, and then that episode is just nonsensically bad? And you're just like, this is a bad example. They're not normally like, this is a bad one. It's not normally like this. And then they're just like, that was their shot. Last week on Delayed Input, I recommended the Street Fighter V updates. And then this week, they made a nonsensically bad episode. What happened here is the humble half-hour show, hosted only by Shuhei Matsumoto and Takayuki Nakayama, digivolved sideways into a 1-hour show hosted by Capcom-approved talents, live reacting to the half-hour interspersed within. As a historically shameless show myself, no offense meant to Vicious and Tasty Steve, but this is the kind of thing that our chill show turned into.
Really cool. And yo, they got the
I didn't see this coming. Yo, the battle bus is in the back of the Air Force stage. Yo, this is sick. This is actually sick. I get to kind of spike you into town all the way down to Tomato Town. Oh, and the flash kick off the battle bus. That's what I'm saying, Steve. That's what I was waiting for.
So Gal and Cammy.
Did you hear that? Tell me you heard that.
They even got the voice clips too. Yo, they got the actual voice clips.
This is godlike. That's actually godlike.
And the weird thing is that this is likely Twitch's direct influence on this somehow. So our first clue was that this was going to be exclusively on Twitch when it was first promoted. But then we see heavy use of Twitch's regular graphics. Like, this is what a lot of official Twitch things look like. So we don't know who approached whom there, but we can presume that Twitch had this confidence that they could improve these events without even understanding the original appeal, without making an attempt to understand what was making them nice. We're just going to apply our regular Twitch shit onto this thing that used to be beautiful. And the Capcom Japan half of this event is still great. It's got this behind the scenes on sound design that's super interesting to look at. They're actually ruffling clothes along with each particular move. And deep demonstrations and demos of 2 characters who, by the way, are coming out the same day, surprise, and that day is super soon. It's 2 weeks from now. But now even, who's to say why our formerly straight-talking producer and director are doing this weird green screen thing and they're not even looking in the camera anymore. They used to do this. By the way, you can watch just the good stuff on YouTube. Capcom uploaded that. The interspersed reactions are remaining exclusive to Twitch. Really what I see though, and what I dislike about this, is a publisher attempting to capitalize on restreaming, on co-streaming. Somebody streaming their reaction to the stream within the stream, basically. I peeked at some numbers mid-event. Maximilian Dood was getting twice as many viewers as Capcom was themselves, reacting to that event itself. Because here's the thing, that's not even unusual for video game events. So as a viewer, as a person who's sitting down to watch a video game event, a press conference or, just a Nintendo Direct or whatever, you're signing on for, in most of the cases, 90%, 95% of the time, you're signing on for dumb bullshit. You're signing on to be advertised to for hours, for a half hour or like an hour and a half. You're signing on just to have like advertisements at you constantly. So this restreaming for many can be nice. It can be entertaining. It can make this bearable. It can make it something you can see yourself watching just to have some extraction, just to see somebody who reacts to these things knowing what is bullshit and reacting to it as such. And that's fine for most events. Like E3, Game Awards, it's fine. Please co-stream. Please restream. It's just more viewers. We get it. Hey, man. Hey, you can make fun of this stuff because you're still watching, you're still engaging with this. And so it's a net positive. Here, Capcom is kind of, they want the best of both worlds. They want reactions, but can we get the reactors to like everything? And that's what made it kind of repulsive. It took this thing that I really enjoyed, something that was so honest and truthful, and turned it into, the marketing that it truly is. It's hard. I know it's really hard for companies to cede control. You know what I mean? It's hard for them to give that up, to let somebody mock their thing live, to have somebody calling out what is bullshit. But in this case, it was so good before that it just needed to, and I hope in the future, be what it was. Something we gotta talk about though is this, the final Street Fighter V character, Luke. Now Luke was stated to represent the future of Street Fighter, which kind of implies that he's gonna be a Street Fighter VI character, which is exciting. That's a neat idea. This cool bridge in between games, that's so interesting. But in terms of a Street Fighter V addition to the roster, he is another blonde babe. And you might be saying, what's wrong with a blonde babe? How many blonde babes could there be? There's Ken, Cammy, what's the problem? Let me count for you all of the blonde babes of Street Fighter V. Ken, Cammy, Nash, Vega, Rainbow Mika, Karine, Alex, Guile, Colin, Ed, Falk, Cody, G if you're into it, Lucia, Gil, Luke. So in a roster now of 45 characters, 15 are blonde babes. That's a third. That is a third of the roster. Capcom, that is enough. Now, we know what I'm doing there also. When we say blonde babes, they're also exclusively white, except for Gil, who is red and blue. Okay, Birdie has a blonde mohawk, but he's not represented as a babe. Really, the reason I just said blonde babe, because I know you could be like, dude, didn't you know? Cody is half Puerto Rican. So yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying he's a blonde babe. He's a blonde babe. And what I'm really saying is, I bet the designers weren't even conscious of this. I want to believe that they were truly just thinking, okay, what is a cool fighting game character? And then if we went to their offices and said we print out the roster and circle all the blonde babes and hand it, it'd be like, oh my gosh, wow. There really are a lot of blonde babes. I just feel like it's okay. It's like going into Street Fighter 6. You know what I mean? We don't know what that roster is like. I presume Luke is going to be like a kid of one of the blonde babes that we already have. You know what I mean? That's that's Guile's kid, right? That's Nash's kid, whatever the case is. Representation matters. It's true. It gets said a lot, but it's a true thing. But also, it makes your fighting game roster more interesting. Going into Street Fighter 6, I feel like there can be a conscious effort, okay? Let's just whittle down the blonde babes. I mean, like maybe we take 15 down to 8. Is 8 enough blonde babes for you? No, I need more blondes. Who's saying that? Like who's I need more blondes. Do blondes sell more skins? That's what I actually wonder this. Is it completely coincidental, or do blondes sell more skins? Are people just like brunette? No.